6 with 1 out.
Ryan Walker coming in to try and close this one out.
2 down, nobody on. Now the pitch. Bouncer to third, slowly hit. Charged by Schmidt, and he throws him out at first, and that's it. The Giants hang on to win a 1-run game, beating the Royals 3-2.
Struggled with, putting guys away. The pitch count got up, but, he kept us in the game really well. I think he, like always, he competes. Saw some better sinkers tonight, had some weak contact on those. So overall, I thought he threw the ball well.
And for the bullpen, the guys that you use to be efficient, how does that bode well for whatever decision you're going to make for tomorrow's game?
Certainly helps. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those guys did a good job keeping them right where they were.
You got any idea what you're going to do tomorrow?
No, we're going to go in and talk about it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this is a knock on Michael, but had he gone maybe even an inning longer, do you think you would have had a more clear idea what you would do?
No, I mean, I don't think it'll be tough for us to decide. We just haven't done it yet. I mean, we just finished the game.
Offensively, how would you evaluate some of the at-bats against Birdsong tonight?
Well, I mean, some were good, some, less so. But, I mean, that guy's got a really good arm.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Stephen St. John here with Jake Gutierrez on this Wednesday, Hump Day, May 21st. I don't think Matt Quachero wanted to hear any more questions about who was starting the next day. I think he had enough there. Maybe that's just me. We just finished the game, all right? Huh?
Let me ask you the question.
Royals lose, and it was a snooze. Boo. Stop me if you heard this one before. They need more offense. Okay, great. If you need more pizza or more delicious sandwiches, you can join me today for a hump day lunch at Schlotsky's here in Overland Park, right off 120th and Metcalf. I'll be there live from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m., 2 hours. Stop in, sign up for your chance to win some prizes, and most importantly, a delicious food special from Schlotsky's. Buy one pizza, get one free. That's right, buy one pizza, get one free. Get at all locations, especially at the one I'm at, over in the park, 120th and Metcalf at Schlotsky's. Also, if you show them your loyalty app, your Schlotsky's loyalty app, you will receive a free Minibon or a classic Cinnabon, and you can get entered to win a free catered lunch or breakfast like we gave away yesterday right here on Sports Radio 810 WHB on New Day with SSJ. So stop in, see me. If you can't make it to the location I'm at in Overland Park, just make it to any Schlotsky's location, and you can take advantage of the buy one, get one free pizza. But if you're close to Overland Park, 120th and Metcalf, stop by and say hello. Buy one pizza, get one free today at Schlotsky's in Overland Park. From 11 until 1, I'll be there. Come on. On the show today with me will be Mike Boddicker. He'll be with us at about 6:30. Buster Olney has a scheduling conflict, and so he always wants to come on the show because he loves it so much. So today he'll be on with me and Mike Boddicker just after 7 o'clock. Matt Derrick from ChiefsDigest.com will join us in the 8 o'clock hour, and then Royals assistant GM Scott Sharp will be with us at 9:05, and I bet I asked him about Jack Haglione at AAA. He knows it. I know it. You know it. He's agreed to do the show anyway, so he's ready for it. And that's just how things work around here. I'm going to keep asking. I like it. And we're going to talk more about John Rave, too. I'm going to rave on about John and see what the situation is there. Because I want to. Royals. Royals, why won't you score on a consistent basis? Why do you do like you do? Royals lose 3-2 to the San Francisco Giants.
And for the 42nd time this year, scored 4 runs or less. 42 times. 50 games, 42 times, 4 runs or less. I read that this morning. 42 times this season out of 50 games, 4 runs or less. And they still have 27 wins on the season.
Michael Lorenzen was not sharp. He was able to get through 4 2/3 innings, but 7 hits and a walk. Gave up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. 97 pitches, but he kept him in the game. Zerpa with 1/3 of an inning, Cruz with 2/3 of an inning, Sisk with 2/3 of an inning, and Bolin with an inning and 2/3. So the bullpen kept him in it, but the Royals' offense couldn't do enough. We talked about Hayden Birdsong. Look, and I'm not being a smartass here, but it's really difficult to tell how good a pitcher is when he goes against the Royals, because almost every pitcher looks really good against the Royals. Like, wow, look at this guy. This guy must be a top prospect. Wow, look at this guy. This guy must be a number 1. Wow, look at this guy. This guy has lights out stuff. Wow, look at this guy. He can really keep hitters off balance. Wow, look at this guy. I mean, that's you just talked about it. Like, if you don't have a good start against the Royals, then that's your fault. I'm no dummy. Hayden Birdsong was quickly signed out of the free agent pool when he was inserted into the rotation and put into the starting lineup against the Royals last night for my NL Roto Bada Bings. I root for the Royals, but I'm no dummy. All right? And what did I get for my troubles? 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts, and a win. Yeah, this is how I win. You know? That's just how things go, man. I don't want it to be true. I don't want almost every starting pitcher to have their best start of the year against the Royals. It just happens. It just happens. And no matter how they jumble the lineup, no matter how they move things around, there's going to be at least one glaring hole or a couple. Until the madness stops, and look, and here we go. I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say. And until they call up John Rave and give him a chance, and then ultimately Jack Caglione. I'm not even to Caglione right now. You know, I'm not saying right now call up Caglione. Call up John Rave. Make that move. Do that. Clear a spot for him. Well, I mean, where are you going to put him in the lineup? I don't know. Who was in the lineup last night that shouldn't have been? Biggio, left field. Why shouldn't he have been in the starting lineup? 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, slash line of 172, on base of 303, slug of 234. Okay, I saw Drew Riddle. You don't have to get rid of Biggio. He's a fine utility guy off the bench. But if he's starting for you, then something's gone wrong. Then you've gone in the wrong direction.
And by the way, the guy's an infielder. I mean, he can play the outfield, and he had a hell of a play last night. But he's not your starting left fielder.
India's going to be in the lineup. Bobby's in the lineup. Vinny's in the lineup. Salvi's in the lineup. Garcia's in the lineup. Biggio shouldn't be. Michael Massey is trying to make us feel like he shouldn't be. I mean, he's there. He's MJ Melendezing this season. I'm using MJ Melendez. I should never. Well, look.
He's above the Melendez line, but he's below the Mendoza line.
Massey's hitting 195 with a 214 on base, 264 slug. But it's look, there's
read that OPS.
There's a spot. There's a couple spots that could be upgraded. And the Royals lose 3-2. So there you have it.
Shortest start in Lorenzen's season so far.
Yeah. You look at his ERA, 3.77, and that's what he ends up with. You're happy with that as your fifth starter.
Yep.
Or at least I am. But it's just over and over and over again. They'll have a good game. They'll have a bad game offensively. But like even the other night when they won, they were shut out through 7 innings. And then they had to have the heroics of Vinny Pasquantino to push them over the top. So it's not like they had an offensive explosion that led to the victory in Game 1. They damn near squandered Chris Bubich's terrific start. So that was no good. Or not good enough. Normally, you got to score more than 3 runs. Yeah. It's got to be driving them crazy. Because there's just no way that they thought the offense was going to be this bad. Couldn't possibly. I mean, who did? I don't get it. But it just it gets old every day. Saying they got to do something. But Jake, guess what? They got to do something.
Yeah, they do. They need to.
Again, we'll talk to Scott Sharp in the 9 o'clock hour.
I'm sure they're working on things.
I'm really interested to ask him again about John Rave. Because I don't know why he's not getting a shot.
Well, I mean, I would imagine it would be easier if he was already on the 40-man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Those
you asked the question.
Ridiculous roadblocks that could easily be taken care of.
I'm not saying it's a good reason. I'm just saying it might be a reason. Yeah. And I mean, I think
it's an excuse.
Yes.
Now
I
it's
think
not a reason.
The hand will be forced soon enough.
When's that going to be? The hand is
hey.
Like what has to happen for it to be like obvious that the offense needs help?
We might be on the cusp of seeing it. I feel like can't drag your feet much longer.
Last night the Storm Chasers lost to the Salt Lake City Bees. John Rave played center field, led off, went 1 for 4. The run scored and 2 ribbies. OPS is 899 right now. Kaggs in his first start was 1 for 4 with an infield hit, played first base. And in case you're wondering, Jake, I'll give you your update. MJ Melendez hit 5th, played left field, went 1 for 4, and he's hitting 183 down at AAA. So
Hey, baby steps.
almost no. There's absolutely no steps. It's not even for a baby. There's no steps. No steps. There's not a baby step. There's not. No steps. Baby's still crawling. There's no steps. No steps have been taken, buddy. They stole a base. John Rave stole base number 16. Put that out there. And we don't talk enough about that. Lord, could this team need some help? Do they need some help base running also? So Rave can do that. Love to see him get a chance. Now, there's a big part of me that said don't play this. Because it's so dumb, and it's so transparent. You can see what they're doing. You can see that they're baiting anyone from Kansas City to try to engage. And guess what? I had some time. I'll bite. Because it's so dumb. It's so stupid. So stupid. That I almost feel like when someone is this stupid, you have to shine a little bit of a light on it. And yes, my best friend lives in St. Louis, and my best friend sees her, and he'll tell me about what's going on or what's being said or what the buzz is or whatever else. And yes, he's a gigantic Chiefs fan, one of the biggest Chiefs fans you'll ever meet, and he lives in St. Louis. And he likes to watch the Chiefs. And guess what? He ain't alone. But there's some St. Louis fans that are just so intimidated by the Chiefs, intimidated by the success in Kansas City, that just they can't do it. And they just cry and whine about it. I get it. You don't have a football team. I understand that it makes you mad what happened to the LA Rams, because they're the LA Rams. And so I understand. But then, you know what? Then don't watch. Then just go eat some toasted raviolis, go up on the arch, and shut up. And let the people that want to watch the Chiefs and enjoy the most popular sport in the country, let the boy watch. All right? Let the boy watch. Don't spoil it for everybody. And so I'm not going to pretend to know what Sports Hub St. Louis is. I could sit here and act like I know what it is, but I don't. I've heard of Randy Carricker. I know he's been on radio in St. Louis for a long time. I don't know very much about him. But I know that they posted this video and they want people in Kansas City to take the bait. And so, yes, I'll nibble, I'll bite. And all I did was retweet this video of this guy and post a picture of that Jeff Dunham puppet, Walter, the real angry old
Frumpy,
guy.
Frumpy, frowning.
He's got his arms folded,
his eyes wrinkled, frumpy face.
I was gonna do one of the Stadler and Waldorf from the Muppets, but I thought it was like more. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I'm looking
that
right
puppet
at it.
Is like,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because this guy reminded me of him. I thought it was funny.
Bald guy.
No, they're doing his hair. But
I'm just saying.
Right?
Yeah. Frumpy.
Did you listen to the clip?
No, I haven't.
Tell me if he. And at one point I thought it was funny.
I didn't.
This guy, Mike.
I saw this. I saw you retweet. I'm not.
But you have to watch the video because at one point the microphone kind of hits him in the face. He's getting worked up. He needs to calm down. I think he needs to chill.
Nah.
Yeah. No. He's getting all worked up. You watch the microphone hit him in the face. So this is Randy Carricker all pissed off because apparently the Chiefs are being forced down St. Louis's throat. Which just the fact that there's a guy like that, that's a big-time radio guy in St. Louis that is so bothered by the success of the Chiefs. Let me tell you something. My God, does that tickle me.
I mean, that's...
You know what? I couldn't get more pleasure if you came in here and started tickling me.
That's not happening.
I know. Because I don't need it to, because I'm already, as we speak, I'm being tickled everywhere by this. Play this clip.
All right.
Brooke, you know what? One thing I hate?
What?
I hate the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs are just shoved down St. Louis's throat because they want this market so badly.
Randy.
And so they make it so that all of their games are on TV in St. Louis. It's terrible.
Randy.
I hate it. Yes.
That's
I hate
what
it.
people do.
So, I mean, I get the schedule yesterday. So last night. You know, they've got 8 games, the Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs. They have 8 standalone games, 7 in primetime, 1 on Thanksgiving, that apparently are being directed only to St. Louis. 8 of them.
Apparently.
Plus 4 more. They're playing the Broncos, the Ravens, the Bills, and the Eagles. They're all playing them at 3:25 in the afternoon. And it's only apparently going to like 5% of the country because they're trying to shove the Chiefs down our throat.
Apparently, well, yeah, you didn't know that.
12 of their 16 games that
They're
are scheduled
trying
to
to
this
force you to be a Chiefs fan. Whether you want to or not, you have to be a Chiefs fan if you live here in St. Louis. It's Missouri's team, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why I'm really mad that I don't know why they do this to us. It would be different if the Chiefs were any good and they got any national TV games. But apparently we're only getting like Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football, Thanksgiving football. We only get those here in St. Louis. The rest of the country is not having the Chiefs shoved it down their throat.
No, stupid. That's stupid. First off, they week by week they come out with the charts. Like, so he didn't know it's going to 5% of the country, right?
Stop.
I mean, because I know that because I worked for CBS and we would look
First
at we would look at the charts week by week and see like how much of the percent and they have a map. They have a map. How much of the percent of the country is?
Did you play all of it?
Yeah, there's a minute 20 that you sent me.
Okay.
It's stupid. Stupid.
Would you say it'd be different if they were any good?
Yeah, I think he was.
Well, I mean, will someone tell him first of all? Let's just start here. 17 games in the schedule. I know it's been
right.
When the NFL left St. Louis, there were 16. It's 17 now.
It's 18 weeks, by the way. 17 games.
So someone get him his meds.
Nah,
He's just what?
Senile.
Why easy? I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
I will. It's stupid.
He's
stupid. Uneducated.
Okay, there you go. Ill-informed and did not make any sense. And I thought it doesn't. And honestly, it makes me laugh because St. Louis acts, oh, we're so superior, and he is so bothered by this.
Yeah.
So bothered by this.
I don't think he
there's
speaks for all.
Nothing.
St. Louis.
No, there's nothing. I mean, of course he doesn't. I just told you, like Caesar, he goes to big watch parties where it's loaded with Chiefs fans. I have a great time every time I go to St. Louis. I enjoy the city. I enjoy visiting my friend Caesar. I enjoy all these things. But you've got some old school St. Louis people, I run into a lot of them that are also Mizzou fans that just can't stand any success that Kansas City has because they feel like it takes away from St. Louis. I don't think it does. I don't spend a minute thinking about how's this going to affect St. Louis. I'm thinking, hey, this is nice. Now they can jump on the bandwagon and enjoy the NFL again because they don't have a team. I thought that's being charitable. I think hey, we'll open our arms to you and help you. Look, I saw a social media post. The St. Louis Blues are always wishing the Chiefs good luck and Chiefs players going to Blues games.
Right,
yeah. So, guess what? The Kansas City doesn't have an NHL team, so wrap your arms around the St. Louis Blues.
Sure.
That's fun.
Yeah.
If they have success, great. I'm happy for St. Louis.
Yeah, I don't root against the Blues.
No, this guy's just miserable and just can't stand the fact that Kansas City is right now in the sports world so much more relevant than St. Louis is.
Here's where I think he's misdirected.
Here? How about everywhere?
Everywhere.
Nothing he said was accurate.
But I don't think it's being specific to St. Louis. I think a lot of NFL fans feel like that, right? And that's okay. I get it.
But that's not where his feelings come from.
It's not targeted at St. Louis. I think the whole nation's having the Chiefs shoved down their throat.
Good.
Right, yes. Yeah, I don't think it's specific to St. Louis.
I just like the idea of Kansas City in general being shoved down this guy's throat. Now, I won't even. You're right. I won't even see St. Louis.
Right.
I like the idea of the Chiefs, of Roger Goodell, Clark Hunt, whoever, grabbing this guy,
waterboarding him,
and taking the Chiefs and shoving him down his throat.
He's being waterboarded by the Chiefs.
I'm not thinking about St. Louis.
No.
Think about that guy.
This guy.
And he's like, oh, why can't you talk? Chiefs. The Chiefs are being shoved down his throat.
By the way, I hate that's
what
that saying.
In this case, I love it.
I know, but I mean, I don't know. Where's that even come from? Having things shoved down.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We're going to shove Mike Boddicker down your throat. How about that? We'll be right back after this on WHB. What's up, Kansas City? Steven St. John here, and I want to tell you more about my friends at WeatherTech Renovations. You can check them out online, WTRenovations.com. You know, we had some big storms to produce heavy rain and hail in all parts of the city this week, and if you need to get your roof checked, you need to contact the guys that I trust with my home, Brian Donegan, and his WeatherTech Renovations team. I had my man Mike headed over to Nate Bucati's house. And so hopefully got Nate. We'll find out at 8 o'clock if Nate got taken care of because he had some water coming in through his ceiling. But look, I care about Nate. Jake told me, don't take care of Nate. Don't help him with the ceiling. I said, I'm going to help him. And I'm going to do what I would do for one of my sons because in a way, Nate is my son. I sent the good people at WeatherTech Renovations. Nate's my radio son. You see what I'm talking about? WTRenovations.com, and they were out there ready to help Nate, and so he didn't have to worry about it. So don't be in a hurry to work with any roofing company who might come knocking at your door. WeatherTech Renovations will come assess your roof and advocate for you if you need to make an insurance claim. They're on your side. They're on your team. WeatherTech Renovations. Online at WTRenovations.com and tell them Steven St. John sent you. Welcome back to New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. You feel bad for that guy in St. Louis. The Chiefs are being shoved down his throat.
Wah.
Look at this. Zoom in on this.
Wah, wah, wah.
This is a very nice, it looks like a rich Corinthian leather wallet, man's wallet.
Probably plastic.
Hold on. How old is this, you think? When did you get this?
I was 36 when I got it.
How old are you now?
67.
So it's 31 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice condition. Okay, look at this. Ready this?
Well, it was buried back in my cupboard somewhere.
Lifetime pass, Major League Baseball. Look at that. Gold card.
It's useless.
I'll take it out. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is, because you can't go up and get a ticket anymore. They don't have tickets. You have to go on your phone.
It's heavy. Look at this. Are you going to get a shot of it? I'm not on the screen up here, so I don't know what.
Look at Jake. Jake's
He
on
loves
point
it.
in there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It says, the presidents of the American and National Leagues present this lifetime pass to Michael Boddicker and guest in appreciation of long. Oh, my eyes are terrible.
Don't look at me. I've
And
never read it.
meritorious service.
I've never read it. It looks brand new because I've never
That's
I've never used it. So.
It's awesome.
Let's go use it.
It's got an
Go ahead.
American League symbol on the corner of it.
I want to go up to the box office or to the
That's
front
it.
gate with you at Kauffman Stadium, and I want you to whip this thing out. And I want you to see if this will get us in.
Oh, it'll get us in. We just got to have everything downloaded on the phone. That's the problem. I love paper tickets.
No. They should just let you in.
You
See,
still,
this is
you
what I
still
don't-
have to have a seat, Stephen.
Nope.
Yeah.
And look at this. In the inside the wallet, this is what I don't understand. It says, the wallet is compliments of the National League. Why in the hell did the American League give it to you? That's who you pitched for.
I don't have any idea.
Like
just
was the
came in
National League like,
It just came in the mail. I
thanks for
didn't
never
care.
pitching in our league.
Yeah.
Our compliments.
I don't know.
It's because you kicked the Phillies' ass.
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like the American League should give you the wallet. That's all.
I
They
like
gave him
I
the
said, I've
card.
never used
It's
it.
a nice. No, the both leagues gave it to him. The presidents of the American and National League, and the National League is right here.
And
Beautiful.
Maybe the American League got cheap. Like, well,
Now, we'll give him the card. We ain't giving him the wallet.
Yeah, and then
National League's like,
step up.
okay,
These
we'll
guys.
give him the wallet.
They are the senior league, so
these guys, they
I
got their
don't
deals.
I want you to go to the front gate
I do.
and go like this. Let me in. And flip it out. Let me in.
I have never ever used it. The good part about it, it's any. I mean, it can be national or American. It used
Let's
to be
go to Wrigley.
national, or we could.
I heard those renovations are pretty awesome there.
Could have gone out to San Francisco
Could have.
and watched the Royals not score.
Well, I'd have just called John Miller. He'd have got us tickets anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's call him right now.
He's one of the best.
He is
I
what
love
a
John.
great voice.
I talked to him probably about two to 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
What did he say?
Oh, we were just talking.
Who called who?
We all have the same friends, and they were down in, I can't remember, they were playing Arizona or something. I can't remember, but they were down there for something, and they went out to eat, and so they called me.
Oh, so they called you with a little.
Yeah. I
Couple
had no
glasses
Did
idea.
they have a
wine in
couple in
them.
there? Let's call
Yeah.
Boddicker.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's Bother Trapper.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we used to do a skit, John and I, with Rio Bravo, and John Wayne. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was stumpy.
Let's use this.
Where are you going to go?
I don't. I want to see you use it. That's
I've
what
never-
a
I've never
power
used it.
move.
I've never used it.
Is that not a power? If you walk up there, just by the way, let me in now. Like I want to know the process. You have to exchange it for
they
that.
have
or-
to give you 2 tickets if you go to a. That's how it used to be anyway. I don't know.
What kind of tickets? Are they be good? I mean,
I have no.
put you up there in the upper level.
Like I said, I have no
Are
idea.
we going? Are we going to the Crown Club? Like, what are we
Crown
doing?
seats. Yeah, we could do that. I
That's what I'm
suppose.
talking about.
Yeah.
That's where you should go. That's where that pass should get you.
I don't know. Like I said, I've never used it. You know
How much would that fetch at auction?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's just.
What do you? I mean, come on.
It's a dust collector.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm enamored by it. How much could it fetch at auction?
I don't know. No, one of the kids will get it when I kick the bucket.
Here's what I want you to do. Next time you get pulled over for speeding, I want you to pull that out.
Yeah.
And show that to the police officer. And say, by the way.
Steve.
By the way, how fast was I going?
License and registration, please.
I don't speed.
Pull that out.
Yeah.
Just pull that. Whatever. Run a stop. Do something. The next time you get pulled over, pull that out and just say, what was that again? Officer?
It's my license and registration.
Officer's like, what the hell is this? What are you giving me this for?
I've got
Let me see your phone.
I've got one speeding ticket in my life.
This
and
guy
I was going
must be
for
lost.
5 miles over.
Where was this at?
Up in Iowa.
Driving crazy up
5
in
over.
Iowa. That
5
figures.
over.
5 over.
How long ago was this?
About 15 years
What
ago.
was this guy doing where he pulled you over for 5 miles over?
You think you're a drug
Well,
smuggler?
5 over what?
5 over the speed limit.
No, but like, what was the speed limit? You know.
70.
It was 55. I was going 60.
This guy's need to hit his quota for the month.
Probably.
They got quotas?
Well, they say they don't, but they
Well,
do.
you just said that they did.
plus, I was
asking if
absolutely-
they do.
I was going down a hill too.
Here we go.
Going 60.
How do you know they absolutely do? I'd like you
because
to back that up.
It is a business. It is a corporation. It is a
Do you
business.
believe that they absolutely have a quota?
Oh yeah, they do.
See?
I know enough cops.
Okay. There you go. You said you know enough cops. I want to know what his source is.
My source is me.
End of the.
Is that a good source?
Yeah.
Is that a trusted source?
I trust me.
A lot of tickets being written at the end of the month. They have to hit it by the month.
Yep.
I mean, the way everybody speeds it, it'd be pretty easy.
Before we get into the offense, talk about how great Chris Bubich is right now.
I wish I could have watched the other night. We had no power at my house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I couldn't watch anything.
Well, you may not have watched all of it, even if you had power, because you could have had technical
I
difficulties.
heard that in commercials.
Right.
Yeah. No, he must have been fabulous. I was looking forward to watching it, but
How bad was it at your house?
we got 4 inches of rain, a lot of lightning, and about 80-mile-an-hour winds.
I had to call our guy, Royals team doctor, Dr. Vincent Key. I had to text him because our sump pump filled up, and it was dangerously close to. And I figured it's just out. It had to be replaced, right? But the water was very close to overflowing.
I just replaced one.
And so I got down there for about an hour and a half and was just bailing water out. And Susan was standing there telling me, you are going to do damage to something. Because I've had 2 anchors put on the left shoulder. I had the back surgery. The right shoulder, I have a torn rotator cuff partially. And one doctor said, okay, let's schedule surgery. And I said, no. And then I went to Dr. Vincent Key and said, you don't have to have surgery. I will take care of you. And that's been 5 years ago. I've done therapy. I've done shots. And so then I was bailing the way because there was a lot of water. They had to do it because there was more rain coming, and we weren't going to get it taken care of until the next day. Got the sump up replaced since then. But I'm down there bailing out water in the bucket. Phil's carrying the bucket out, dumping it about 30 times. Phil's first official job after graduation, bail this water out, son. And I'm down there, and Susan told me, you're gonna hurt yourself. I know the end to this story. Well, it's got to be done. And I was trying to prove a point because I was getting blamed for everything. But long story, whatever. Because if anything ever goes wrong anywhere in North America, you know whose fault it is? This guy. All right. I didn't study for my test and I got a bad grade. Dad, that's your fault. Wah! I learned a lot about World War II last night, by the way. I like to learn about World War II, but, we're working on different projects. Last night we studied Blitzkrieg, so there you go.
Oh.
And so I'm there bailing out the water, and then afterwards I felt something. I said, oh, that wasn't good. And then I woke up the next day, and it really wasn't good.
It really wasn't good.
So.
Shot time?
Yep.
Yep.
Next week, because I got you. I said, oh, you better believe you do.
I might be calling him too. I think he told me, he says, if it's still aching, call and I'll give you a shot. And I went,
usually I tell Jake and Sales and everyone else, hey, don't needle me. I tell Dr. Key, please needle me.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's get it done. We'll take a break. Back after this on WHB. Boy, Jake won't get off my back. Stephen St. John here.
Just needling you.
See, there it is. For my good friends at Window Nation. And if you have been thinking about getting new windows, now is the time to act. Man, oh man. Window Nation. Buy 4 windows, get 4 windows free, and a free entry door when you purchase a house full of windows at Window Nation. It's their semi-annual sale. Plus, no money down, no interest, and no monthly payments until 2027. That's a whole lot of savings and a super smart investment when prices are going up. Their windows are also come with a lifetime warranty, so you're going to keep saving long into the future. But you need to take advantage of this soon because the sale ends soon. So don't wait to get your estimate. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com. Buy 4 windows, get 4 windows free, and a free entry door when you purchase a house full of windows. Plus, no money down, no interest, and no monthly payments until 2027. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com and tell them SSJ sent you. Welcome back to New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Jake with the extended version of the Cheers theme. Because what? I don't think I've ever heard those lyrics, but that's fine. I've never heard the entire song. There we go. Sadly, we played this song to honor the passing of George Wendt, who yesterday passed away at the age of 76.
No,
Thoughts and prayers to his family.
That's right. He graduated from Rockhurst College.
That's right.
Here in Kansas City, of course, he is. His nephew is Jason Sudeikis.
And his nieces are Kristen and Lindsay Sudeikis, Holy Cross grads. They went to my grade school.
Do they have fond memories of you?
Yeah, I was friends with both of them. Kristen was a year older than me, and Lindsay was a year younger than me. And they also went to Aquinas as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kristen was an outstanding dancer. She went to KU and danced the Crimson Girls, and then went to New York and danced up there. It's a product of Miller Marley, I believe.
Miller Marley. Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Phenomenal show.
I got to watch George when he did some stuff at the New Dinner Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I met him, and I posted a picture
I saw
on
the
social
picture.
media.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing Big Slick? That might have been the first. I think it was in 2010.
I was gonna say at least 10 years.
Yeah.
To 15 years now, huh? I mean, Chin was like, "Come on, Chin" was the first year, right? When Will Ferrell was in the dugout yelling,
Brother,
"Come on,
I
Chin."
can't remember. I can't
Check
remember
that
far
clip
back.
and see what the date is on it. Come on, Chin.
I don't know. That was a good show.
Come on, Chin!
That was a good show.
Yeah, 2010, first one.
Yeah.
And it was then that picture I took with him.
That was 6/21 of 2010.
Was at the Voodoo Lounge at Harris Casino, and that's how much it's grown now. It's at T-Mobile Center.
Yeah.
And they had all the celebrities there after they played poker and stuff. And they had them in there, and Susan and I were lucky enough to go in there and take different pictures with people and meet people. And he was sitting there at the corner of the bar. The Voodoo Lounge. Went over and took a picture with him. Very nice. Talked to him for a little bit. And so that was very sad.
Yeah.
But
he hasn't been in good health for a while, so.
But you also, people will say Cheers, but you also must mention his role in the movie Fletch, I think.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yeah. The Informant.
Yeah. Like if you were in Fletch, then I will mention it.
Yeah. The Informant on the beach.
Well, yeah. By the way, it's about time I need to watch Fletch again.
Yeah. I was watching a clip. There's a clip where he walks.
Every couple years.
Laugh every time.
Every time.
Every
it's
time.
like,
He played Fat Sam in
Fat
Fletch.
Sam, yeah.
He was also in Gung Ho, which was really good with Michael Keaton.
Buenos dias. Effing taco.
So.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
Good
Rest
man.
in peace. George Wendt. We'll take a break. Back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB. What's up, Kansas City? Stephen St. John here for Diamonds Direct. I've told you about Diamonds Direct, and I've gone there to shop for the ladies in my life, my wife and my daughters, and, even my sons, too. It's a great place to pick up something for that special someone in your life. And Diamonds Direct, look, they are the best in the business, an unmatched selection, and they give you tremendous value. They offer lifetime services, always free, from cleanings and polishing to ring sizing and routine repairs. Diamonds Direct provides complimentary care for the lifetime of your jewelry, no strings attached. And when you're ready to upgrade your diamond, you'll receive 110% of your original purchase price toward your new selection. That's a signature perk that sets them apart from everyone else. Diamonds Direct, located just off 119th and Row. All you have to do is go in there and ask for Angie, the GM, David. You can say, David, what is this, David? See, I can get to you too, Jake. I can push your buttons because now Jake's going to play this clip. David or my man Tom, they'll all help you out.
David. Yes. What is this, David?
Tip of the cap to you. Diamonds Direct, 119th and Row. And when you go to Diamonds Direct, please tell them Stephen St. John sent you.